We're back. Welcome to the Ashes to Rubies conversational live stream where we talk about life and recovery and so much more. Happy holidays. We are back on the grind. We took a break. I forgot how to press play on a camera, but I did do all the checks. We have a fresh battery. I reset the internet. We got a microphone. Hopefully it's working. It's Tuesday, January the 4th. The holidays were upon us, and now reality sets in, and we get to start the year with lockdown. It's not lockdown. I feel like it's not lockdown. I feel like it's just restrictions moving into a lockdown. But who really knows? Welcome, Megan. I know that we meet together. I know that we've been meeting together for the last 3 years at New Year's of kind of pre-plan. It didn't go so well 3 years ago, and
you're never going to get over that. You're just going to bring that up all the time.
I can tell how we've been progressing.
Eventually,
together.
Maybe you'll.
No, this year it went really well. It was. I felt it was really. You came with how God was speaking to you and what you kind of were looking at for the new year. And I'm not. Are you I'm not. I'm not a resolution person. Are you a resolution person? We always make these resolutions at the beginning of the year, right? A lot of people.
I thought you just said you're not a resolution
person. I'm not. I quit that. I'm not going to make a resolution, but I do challenges. It's subtly different, I think. So my challenge this year was to do a physical cleanse of no gluten and no processed sugar.
You did the same thing last year.
I did the same thing last year. And I think I was very successful in it.
You were. You said you were going to do it for 3 months and you kept going.
I kept going for how long?
I don't know. You cheated a lot, but
I cheated a lot.
You kept going. I think that's fine. I think that it doesn't have to be all or nothing.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean? You're the challenge?
No, but I mean.
No, for my first 3 months, I want it to be all or nothing to the best of my ability. I don't want to become religious. Do you have any resolutions? Do you do the resolution thing? No. Any plans for the new year? Any goals? Any?
No.
Cue awkwardness.
I don't know.
All right, rolling into the new year.
Well, I mean, we had a meeting and I had my book and I read you some stuff and you made some suggestions. And so, yeah, I think that I don't make resolutions, but I'm going to continue on the trajectory that I started a couple years ago. And I'm really grateful for the changes that I've made. And I want
just a continuation.
I want to keep going on that trajectory.
Mine is more of a continuation of what I was doing good, little disciplines. I think it's the right word for
wise me. To review where I'm at, review the previous year and examine myself and then kind of, I usually use the phrase what do I want to leave behind? And then what would I like to pick up in the new year?
Oh, that's nice. I used to be a gym person and I know. What do you mean?
No, you can't say that.
I used to be a gym person, going to the gym, working out. I used to be.
You have done that occasionally, but you weren't a gym person. I would not say that what kind of person am I?
But
Vicky,
even before the pandemic, I was going
me for 30 years.
I was going to Fit for Less. No, I used to go to the gym.
You went to Fit for Less before the pandemic.
And what I realized at the gymnasium is that in January, it's very hard to get equipment because you're always waiting for somebody. It's very frustrating.
Everybody's going to the gym.
But in February,
it's fine.
It's wide open. It's and then February, March, it's there's no one here.
I'm sorry for
bursting in laughter.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I just remember that time that we bought gym passes for $90. Was it?
I'm not saying I've had
use them once. It's not like your adult life you've been a gym person.
No, I'm not saying I've had a great relationship with the gym. I'm just saying I've been to the gym and bought gym passes before.
Yes.
The worst gym experience that I had, not experience, but gym relationship that I had, I bought a 3-month pass worth $90 and I went once. So I pinned that up just as a reminder.
But then before COVID, so 2019, I would say 2019, you were going to the gym.
Yeah, I went
You went pretty consistently for a while.
And I went on the buddy system, and then
Oh yeah, that's right. And then you got stood up.
I've learned
and you kept going
to take care of my own physical fitness and not rely on others to be motivated by others, unless and I can't afford this.
And you didn't start at New Year's.
We didn't. I would like to. I would probably go to one of those. What do you call them? What are they called? Where you do circuit training and you do like dumbbell, like kettlebells and sandbags.
I'm not a gym person. I'm a sloth person.
What is that called though? Anyway, I like that idea, but they're very expensive. And
CrossFit.
Wow. You must be a gym person or something. Crazy. I would like to do CrossFit because you're doing it with a group of people. So then
you like that
you're motivated by a group. You're doing it with other people, but it's very expensive. And so what I've learned that I can't do that, so I just do it on my own. And I do have a challenge for my cleanse, and then I do have a weight challenge. I want to get down to a certain weight. I have failed that for the last 2 years. I'm just going to be transparent and upfront. And
have you made any progress in the last 2 years?
In what?
That weight challenge.
No.
None?
No, yeah. No, I've made lots of progress.
That's what I asked you. Have you made any progress area?
Oh, I've made great progress.
Great. I think that's fantastic.
You didn't ask.
You said
You didn't ask what way though.
Doesn't matter.
I progressed up the scale.
Oh, no.
You didn't. There has been progress.
No, if you say I have a goal and I say, you failed your goal? And I say, have you made progress?
Yes, I have.
Progress doesn't.
Wrong way.
No, that's not progress.
Maybe it is progress.
No.
I can learn more from my mistakes.
No, progress would be moving towards, not
away.
Decline. Progress is not decline.
Sometimes you have to move away to draw closer.
No, not
like at a bonfire. What if you're too close and you're burning yourself, and then you realize that you move back, but then you get too cold, so now you have to draw closer again?
Progress.
That's a horrible analogy.
Look up the definition.
How about in football? Sometimes you have to punt for field position. You give the ball away.
Yeah, but we're talking about the word progress. I asked about progress.
I think
you have made progress though, because just because you didn't get to the weight that you wanted, but did you start working out consistently?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you change your eating a tiny bit in certain ways? Yes.
For the most part last year, yes. The first year of COVID was hard.
Is there room for improvement? Yes, but you've made progress.
I love room for improvement for myself. I'm not as tolerant with room for improvement in other people, but for myself, okay. I love to have lots of room for improvement.
All right. Today is January 4th, and we are reading out of an Al-Anon book called One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, which is the family group of Alcoholics Anonymous, but we are going to read it for everyone. If I say of myself I can do nothing, I am asserting that I intend to seek help. Where is the help for my problem of living with an alcoholic, or my problem of living with alcoholism, or my problem of living with a problem? I will find it with my fellow members in 12-step groups. There I will find understanding, strength, and hope. There I will learn to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can. My first step will have to be a program. I will go to every possible meeting. I will read all available literature. I will keep an open mind. I will apply what I learn to everyday life. Today's reminder: my own way of thinking often deceives me. I can see but a little way. When I realize that people are learning to solve their problems in bajillions of 12-step groups all over the world, wouldn't I be punishing myself needlessly to reject this wonderful way of life? Sharing experiences widens one's horizons and opens out new and better ways to deal with difficulties. There is no need to solve them alone.
Mm. The best thing I like about that reading is that my help doesn't come from myself. Like it's not self-help. I believe they missed a big part of the program of recovery is where does my help come from? It comes from God.
But this is just about trying to get people in the door.
In the door.
Because if people told you that you needed God to get sober, what would you have said?
No, that's exactly what happened. And I couldn't believe it.
Not at the beginning. You were already in rehab.
I know, I was in rehab. In the 12-step, the original 12-step literature, it talks about God all the time. So it says this book is about God and how to put your hand in God's hand. And so this is very suggestive of meetings and others, which I think, where does my help come from? Ultimately, it comes from God, but I need the community and I need the fellowship and I need to, in my experience, I need other people. I need people to bounce things off of. I need my own time of prayer, meditation, and conscious contact with God, but then confirmation with our prayer team and with others. And I need to be in study, and I need to go to, and I found for me is just even listening to teachers on recovery and listening to stories that I relate to. And that's the transforming of my mind. So I feel like this is a lot of doing, but I also have to be in relationship with God. And I understand.
I feel the reading is just about like the first step of not being alone, swirling in your problem.
Yeah, that's good.
Because that's where a lot of us start, is just alone, swirling with our problem. And so one of the very first steps that we can take is to not be alone.
That is
because
true.
In our disease, in our problem, we've surrounded ourselves with the people who work with our problem, right? The people who are left at the people who were left at the end, the ones who wanted me to do something different, the people who were like, "You're crazy, what are you doing? How can you stay with him?" Like, they got sick of my baloney and they weren't around anymore. So the only people that I had left were the ones who were like, "It's okay, you can keep going this way." Or, "Here, let me help you make yourself sicker." So I feel like this reading is like, you know what? You're alone with this problem, or you have like people who are enabling you or helping you stay sick. How about you try this new way of like walking into a room that's super scary to walk into?
Really good
Walk into a treatment program that's super scary to walk into. Make that first phone call of just get out of your own swirling head and your isolation. That's what I think this reading is at the beginning of the year.
Really good observation. Yeah, that's a great way to start the year too. Testify. Thank you, Shannon. I think that's a key of where does my help come from? The community, the fellowship, the program of action, and ultimately God. So as we go out this Tuesday,
I hope you're not alone. And if you're alone, I hope you can find somewhere to connect and
reach out, message, email, Facebook.
We're here.
We're here. We'll leave an answer.
Thanks for joining us. Hi, Guy. Hi, Megan. Hi, Shannon.
Have a great afternoon.
I know a few others that are watching later. So hello to you too.
We'll see you tomorrow. Keep the peace. Be of good behavior. Wash your hands.